Hey shooters, I want to give you a couple of tips on passing this casino, but we're going to break it down to a couple of smaller drills that will build the skills that you need to pass this rain or shine. So there's at least 4 targets you can use. Now, first thing I'm going to do is practice cadence. I'm going to put 6 rounds on this 6. Now that 6 triangle is the last target, but it's deceptive because that's the smallest in square inches of all the targets. If I'm not going to try to go fast, that is the key here. I'm not trying to go fast. You don't have to do that to pass the casino. And 6 shots on the number 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was able to track my sights. My sights and gun returned to 0 and had plenty of time before the next shot. So I'm 0 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I'm going to do is, as I go for the gun, I'm going to identify where the 1, 2, 3 are, and I'm going to use that same cadence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But by leading the gun with my eyes during the follow through of the trigger, I can, even without moving the shift in the focus of my eyes from 1 to 2, then 2 to 3, just my peripheral vision or my combat vision, I can see where number 2 is without even coming off of the gun. But what I don't want to do is fire 1, move the eyes with the gun, fire 2, move the eyes with the gun, fire 3. All right, speed is not the point here. It's cadence. Here we go. So I did the same exact thing. Now here's the key. I'm glad this happened, because what is the next skill that we're going to have to practice is the first shot out of the holster. Okay, so I didn't let the sights settle there and really confirm the sights enough on that first. But you know what? That point down is not going to make me fail. It is not going to make me fail. So what I'll do now is I'll load up 6 in each mag, count the rounds out in your hand, and then put them in the magazine. Don't trust these holes. 6 shots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across the 1, 2, and 3 shape. Then we're going to reload and come back out and put the same cadence on the 6. Again, we're just developing the skills that it takes to pass this thing every time you shoot it. All right, 1, 2, 3, reload, and then 6 on 6. I didn't go fast and I didn't miss, and the total time for 12 shots was 9 seconds. So as you see, even with the reload, I've shot 12 shots in 9 seconds, so I'm ahead of the curve of 1 second per shot. So it's not about speed. Let's look at the draw stroke. I'm not trying to draw fast. Draw stroke is, look at that, 192. Okay, and then look here, 46 split time, 47. I'm up to a half a second on the split times, folks. Okay, so I've got 6, 7, and 8 in my mags. I'm going to shuffle these. Now I'm going to shoot it the same way, and we're going to look at the times. I'm going to shoot it slow, smooth. Okay. Slow and smooth, slow and smooth. All right, so let's take a look at what we did there. 16:06. Didn't seem like it, did it? Let's look at the times. 1:98 to the first shot, with my split time, or my transition to number 2 was 53. And then I had a 50 split, 47, 48, 48, 46, and then a 250 reload somewhere, I think in the middle of the 4. And then I had a 53, 51, 50, 48, 49, a 277 reload. Then I had a 56, 48, 47, 45, 46, 48. Okay, so that 50 something was probably that transition. And so if you see, my transitions were in the 50s, my split times are around a half a second, my draw stroke was around 2 seconds. My reloads were not impressive, they weren't rushed. And what happened with that is my muscles did what I told them to do. I was smooth and efficient, and I got a 16-second total casino drill. This is what I'm talking about, folks. And let me run it one more time. Let me run it as slow as I can stand it. Okay, so I'm loaded back up, 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, and 8. And what I'll do is I will flip this target upside down just to prove a point. Now this also changes the orientation of those triangles, so I'm not going to put any thought into it, but I'm just telling you that is going to throw you off, because if you pull shots down, you have a smaller area. All right, here we go. Target's flipped upside down, loaded with 6, 7, and 8, and it's the same principles, except I'm going to go even slower. I'm going to try to see how close I can come to the 20-second mark, 21-second score. Here we go. Boy, I think I might have managed to fail at that time. In time, let's see. Oh, 2172. Okay, I overdid it a little bit. But look, folks, clean 2172 upside down. Look, let's just look at some of the times here. And I really went slow. 265 first shot. 265. It's unheard of. 72 transition to the 2 shape. 68, let me just call them out. 74, 69, 69, 68, a 324 reload, slow. 66, 63, 73, and yeah, 73. There was one time where I almost kind of misguessed my count, but I was going slow enough I didn't lose it. And that's probably where that extra 0.7, I almost scored a perfect 21. If I had one of the reloads, I was a little slower. And so that's how you can see, I guess that proves my point of how slow you can go and still be at that 21 score mark. So I'm not really gaming the location of the shapes. I'm not trying to round count. I'm just reacting to the reloads. I'm still not going to try to go fast. But I'm going to let the speed sort of happen here. Let it sort of happen. So let's just see what I can do. I'll be glad if it's under 14 seconds. All right. I don't feel like that was that fast. I don't think it was that fast. I got 1 point down. 1355, I'm 1455. To be quite honest with you, I felt like that was way too much work for only being a second ahead of that other one with the 0 down. So what I did is I cost myself an extra second trying to go fast.